Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind provides a sweeping and profound narrative of human evolution and history, from our earliest days as one of many species of the genus Homo to the present, where humanity wields unprecedented control over the Earth and its future. Harari divides this journey into three pivotal revolutions: the cognitive revolution, which endowed humans with unique capacities for imagination and cooperation; the agricultural revolution, which radically altered our relationship with the environment and society; and the scientific revolution, which transformed human understanding and power over the world. Through these lenses, Harari examines the rise of Homo sapiens, emphasizing the role of myths, shared ideologies, and technological advancements in shaping human societies. He questions the traditional notion of progress, suggesting that many advances came at significant costs, including environmental destruction, inequality, and psychological stress. By the end of the book, Harari confronts humanity with profound ethical and existential questions about the direction of its future. This summary delves deeply into Harari's major arguments, exploring the intricate details of his historical analysis and the provocative ideas that make Sapiens both enlightening and unsettling. Harari begins by exploring the evolutionary origins of Homo sapiens, which emerged around 200,000 years ago. For much of our early existence, humans were not markedly different from other animals. We lived in small, nomadic groups, relied on foraging for survival, and lacked significant influence over our environment. However, approximately 70,000 years ago, the cognitive revolution marked a turning point. Harari attributes this revolution to the development of new cognitive abilities, particularly the capacity for language and abstract thought. Human language, Harari argues, is unique in its ability to convey not just information about the physical world but also ideas about things that do not exist. This ability to create and share fictions enabled humans to cooperate in larger and more flexible groups than other species. For example, while chimpanzees can form tight-knit social groups of up to about 50 members, humans, through shared beliefs, could unite thousands or even millions under common goals. Harari uses the example of tribal myths, gods, and later religions to illustrate how shared fictions became the foundation of human societies. These myths allowed individuals to trust and cooperate with strangers, laying the groundwork for large-scale organizations such as kingdoms, empires, and corporations. Importantly, these shared beliefs were not inherently tied to biological survival. Instead, they created social cohesion and facilitated complex coordination. The cognitive revolution also enabled humans to imagine alternate futures, innovate tools and strategies, and develop cultural practices that could be transmitted across generations. As a result, Homo sapiens spread out of Africa and colonized new environments, outcompeting other human species such as Neanderthals and Homo erectus. Harari emphasizes that this revolution gave Homo sapiens a decisive advantage, not because of individual intelligence, but because of collective intelligence powered by shared narratives. Around 12,000 years ago, the agricultural revolution transformed human societies by transitioning them from nomadic foraging to settled farming. Harari challenges the traditional narrative that agriculture was a straightforward improvement for humanity. While it allowed for the production of food surpluses and the support of larger populations, it also introduced new challenges. Harari describes how farming tied humans to specific locations, making them more vulnerable to environmental changes, pests, and crop failures. Farming also required intense labor, often leading to longer working hours compared to the relatively leisurely lifestyle of foragers. Additionally, diets became less varied, leading to malnutrition and disease. The agricultural revolution marked the beginning of social hierarchies and economic inequality. The accumulation of surpluses enabled the rise of elites who controlled resources and wealth. This period also saw the emergence of private property, legal systems, and organized religion, all of which helped stabilize these early agricultural societies. Harari notes how religious myths justified inequalities by presenting them as natural or divinely ordained, such as the idea of kings ruling by divine right. Domesticated plants and animals played a significant role in reshaping ecosystems. Wheat, for example, became one of the most successful plants on Earth due to its role in human agriculture. However, Harari provocatively suggests that it was wheat that domesticated humans, forcing them into backbreaking labor to ensure its survival. The agricultural revolution was a double-edged sword. While it allowed humanity to flourish as a species, it often reduced the quality of life for individuals. Harari emphasizes that this revolution was not the result of conscious planning but a series of small, incremental changes that ultimately transformed human society. Over thousands of years, humanity became increasingly interconnected. Harari identifies three major forces that contributed to this unification: money, empires, and religion. Money, Harari argues, is one of humanity's most powerful shared fictions. As a universal medium of exchange, it transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, facilitating trade and trust between strangers. Unlike barter systems, which require a coincidence of wants, money operates on mutual belief in its value. Harari explores the history of currencies, from ancient coinage to modern digital economies, emphasizing how money became a cornerstone of global cooperation. Empires also played a critical role in unifying diverse groups under centralized rule. Harari examines the dual nature of empires, which often relied on violence and exploitation but also fostered cultural exchange and innovation. For example, the Roman Empire imposed a common legal system and infrastructure that connected its territories, while the Islamic caliphates preserved and expanded scientific knowledge. Harari argues that empires were instrumental in shaping the modern world, even as they perpetuated inequality and oppression. Religion, both ancient and modern, served as a unifying force by providing shared moral frameworks and existential narratives. Harari traces the evolution of belief systems, from animistic and polytheistic traditions to monotheistic religions like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He also examines secular ideologies, such as liberalism, socialism, and nationalism, which he describes as modern religions that continue to guide human societies. The scientific revolution, which began around 500 years ago, marked a turning point in human history. Harari attributes its success to a willingness to embrace ignorance and seek knowledge through observation and experimentation. This era produced transformative discoveries in fields like physics, biology, and medicine, fundamentally altering human life. Harari examines the symbiotic relationship between science, capitalism, and imperialism. Scientific research often relied on funding from governments and private enterprises, which sought practical applications for knowledge. For example, naval expeditions were driven by the desire for trade and territorial expansion, but they also advanced scientific understanding. The Industrial Revolution amplified the impact of scientific discoveries, introducing mechanized production, fossil fuels, and new forms of transportation. These advancements revolutionized economies and societies, enabling unprecedented levels of productivity and wealth creation. However, Harari also highlights the environmental consequences of industrialization. Human activities have led to deforestation, pollution, and climate change, threatening the planet's ecosystems. He warns that humanity's relentless pursuit of growth and progress may have dire consequences. In the final section, Harari examines the Anthropocene, an era defined by humanity's dominance over the planet. He explores the rise of capitalism as the driving force behind global economies, emphasizing its reliance on perpetual growth and consumption. Harari also discusses the ethical and philosophical implications of modern technologies such as artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and biotechnology. These advancements have the potential to redefine what it means to be human, raising questions about identity, morality, and equality. Harari warns of the risks of power concentrating in the hands of a technological elite, potentially creating a new class divide between enhanced and unenhanced humans. The book concludes with a reflection on happiness and meaning. Harari questions whether humanity's progress has truly improved individual well-being, noting that many modern problems, such as stress, alienation, and environmental destruction, are byproducts of technological and economic advancements. He urges readers to consider the long-term consequences of humanity's actions and to prioritize sustainability and equity. In concluded, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind is a profound exploration of human history, offering a fresh perspective on how Homo sapiens came to dominate the Earth. Harari's analysis of the cognitive, agricultural, and scientific revolutions highlights the transformative power of shared myths, technological innovation, and social organization. However, the book also serves as a cautionary tale, questioning the costs of progress and the sustainability of humanity's path. By confronting readers with humanity's past achievements and future challenges, Harari invites deep reflection on what it means to be human. As Homo sapiens stand at the threshold of unprecedented change, the choices made today will shape the destiny of the species and the planet.